Welcome to Chapter 13, Engine Exhaust and Reverser Systems. You're going to have 35 total questions, and I'm going to divide this into 3 even parts. Well, not really even, but you know what I mean. So 35 questions, but we better get started. Question number 1. Corrosion resistant and low expansion coefficient. Corrosion resistance and low expansion coefficient. So why is high nickel-chromium steel used in many exhaust systems? Because it's corrosion resistance and low expansion coefficients. Nickel-chromium steel is used in many exhaust systems because of corrosion resistance and low expansion coefficient.
All right, question 2. 1, 2, and or 3. So 1, 2, and or 3. So reciprocating engine exhaust systems, designs commonly used to provide an ease of installation and or allow for expansion and contraction, may include the use of 1, spring-loaded or flexible joints, 2, slip joints, and 3 are bellows. So reciprocating engine exhaust systems, designs commonly used to provide for ease of installation and or allow for expansion and contraction, may include the use of 1, 2, or 3 spring-loaded ball and flexible joints, slip joints, and bellows. Number 3, exhaust gases. Exhaust gases. Exhaust gases. So one source commonly used for carburetor air heat is exhaust gases. One source commonly used for carburetor heat is exhaust gases. Number 4, cracking. Cracking. A hot section of a turbine engine is particularly susceptible to which of the following kind of damage? And that's cracking. The turbine hot section of a turbine is particularly susceptible to cracking. Number 5, it aids in alignment and absorbs expansion. It aids in alignment and absorbs expansion. So what is the purpose of a slip joint in an exhaust collector ring? It aids in alignment and absorbs expansion. It aids in alignment and absorbs expansion. Number 6, dissipate heat well. Dissipate heat well. So sodium-filled valves are advantageous to an aviation engine because they dissipate heat well. They dissipate heat well. Number 7, brass or heat-resistant nuts. Brass or heat-resistant nuts. Brass or heat-resistant nuts. So what type of nuts are used to hold an exhaust system to the cylinders? They should be brass or heat-resistant nuts. Brass or heat-resistant nuts. Number 8, is not recommended to be accomplished in the field. Is not recommended to be accomplished on the field. So repair of exhaust system components are not recommended to be accomplished on the field. A repair of exhaust system components are not recommended to be accomplished on the field. Number 9, 35 to 50% of the rated thrust in the reverse direction. 35 to 50% of the rated thrust in the reverse direction. So an turbojet powered airplanes, thrust reversers are capable of reproducing 35 to 50% of the rated thrust in the reverse direction. Number 10, with heater air shroud removed. With heater air shroud removed. So on an aircraft that utilize an exhaust heat exchanger as a source of cabin heat, how should the exhaust system be inspected? It needs to be inspected with the heater air on and the shroud removed. All right? With the heater air and shroud removed. Number 11, by degreasing. By degreasing. So how should ceramic coated exhaust components be cleaned? They need to be cleaned by degreasing. By degreasing. Number 12, hot spots in the tail cone. Hot spots in the tail cone. So which of the following indicates that a combustion chamber of a jet engine is not operating properly? You're going to find hot spots in the tail cone. You're going to find hot spots in the tail cone. Which of the following indicates that the combustion chamber of a jet engine is not operating properly? You're going to find hot spots in the tail cone. Alright guys, take your quiz, and I'll see you soon.